Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Smoke Room, guys. This is Mike and Juju's Movie Corner right here on Mike and Juju's Smoke Room. Today, we're doing something special, y'all. We're taking a deep dive into a movie that didn't just change the game, it created a whole new one.
And those violins hit.
Hey, John Williams, man, that score lives rent free in everyone's head. But hey, check this out. Williams actually wrote that theme before the movie was even done. Spielberg was using it on the set to get the actors in the right mood.
No way. Speaking of Spielberg, you know he was filming Schindler's List at the same time. He'd be editing Jurassic Park footage over satellite from Poland.
Man, that's wild. But hey, let's start at the beginning. That opening scene with the raptor in the box.
Shoot her! The way they don't even show the raptor fully just sounds shadows and screaming.
Pure Jaws energy, guys. Speaking of which, to me this was basically Spielberg doing Jaws on land. Instead of a shark, you got a T-Rex. Instead of a boat, you got those Ford Explorers.
Yes. And instead of the ocean, you got that jungle. Remember how green everything looked? That was Hawaii right before a hurricane hit.
For real, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Hurricane Nika in 1992 shut down production. The crew had to hunker down in their hotel and ride it out. Some of that storm footage actually made it into the movie.
Dang. So that explains why these rain scenes felt so real then. But yo, let's break down the cast. Sam Neill as Dr. Grant.
The way his character arc goes from hating kids to protecting them, and that first scene where he's terrorizing that kid with the raptor claw.
You don't even know what you've got there. The actor actually wrote Spielberg a letter saying you got bullied after that scene.
Damn, that's cold. But speaking of cold, let's talk about Wayne Knight as Dennis Nedry.
Newman. Hello, Jerry. I mean Dodgson.
See, nobody cared. But you know what's crazy? That whole Barbasol can thing was real. They actually made a working prop that could hold dinosaur embryos.
Hey, that shit was cool as hell too. Speaking of props, let's get into these dinosaurs. Phil Tippett, the dinosaur supervisor.
You had one job, Phil. Memes don't lie.
Nah. Give Phil his flowers, man. He was going to do the whole movie with stop motion. But then ILM showed Spielberg what they could do with CGI.
That's when he told Phil, I think we're extinct. But Phil didn't give up. He helped them make the CGI move more realistically. That's why the dinosaurs still look good today.
Facts. But let's talk about Stan Winston's team with those animatronics. Those sick Triceratops.
Yo, that scene hits different when you know that Laura Dern's reaction to the sick Triceratops was real. That animatronic was so detailed it looked alive.
Yeah. Then you got that T-Rex. 40 foot long. 5 tons, guys. And it kept malfunctioning in the rain, apparently.
The crew would be standing there soaking wet while they fixed it. But every time it worked, magic.
That horror was wild, man. You know what they used? A mix of baby elephants, lions, alligators, and tigers.
Oh my. Don't forget the tortoise from Marine World's mating noises for the raptor.
That's what they sound like when they're mating? That dude was getting it, y'all. Speaking of raptors, though, they were actually bigger in the movie than real velociraptors.
Yeah, those were more like Deinonychus size, but Velociraptor just sounds cooler.
Definitely does, true. Now, let's break down some iconic scenes. That water cup scene. Boom.
They had a guitar string under the dashboard to make it vibrate. Sometimes the simplest effects hits the hardest.
True. Then you got the clever girl scene. The way Muldoon realizes he's been hunted.
Ooh. Bob Peck delivered that line perfect. But you know what scene really gets me? When they first see the Brachiosaurus.
The way Grant and Sadler just freeze. Then the music swells. Ooh, the anticipation.
And Hammond says, "Welcome to Jurassic Park." Cinematic perfection.
Hey, you know what's underrated though? That lunch scene debate between Hammond and Malcolm.
Uh, where scientists were so preoccupied with whether they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
Hey, that whole scene is basically the movie's thesis. So, man versus nature, control versus chaos.
Deep cuts. But let's talk about that kitchen scene. The way they shot it.
Bro, they had guys in raptor suits for some shots. The way they use reflections, shadows.
And those kids acting. When that ladder moves and gives away their position.
Pure tension. Then, the freezer door.
Oh. Timmy, what did you touch?
But the real MVP scene is that finale. T-Rex coming in like the surprise hero.
When dinosaurs ruled the earth, banner falling, perfect ending.
Hey, and that shot of them flying away in the helicopter, looking at those pelicans flying across the ocean. Beautiful.
Like modern day dinosaurs poetry.
Hey guys, this movie really changed everything. The effects, the sound design, the way it mixed science with spectacle, just great.
Almost 30 years later, and it still holds up. That's the power of practical effects and good storytelling.
Definitely. Hey, all our viewers, drop your favorite scene in the comments if you haven't seen this masterpiece.
What are you doing? Go watch it right now.
For real though, we could talk about this movie all day, Juju.
Maybe we should do a part 2.
Hey, if y'all want that, smash that like button and let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell.
Until next time, life finds a way.
All